say hello to. The ColecoVision was one of those consoles that could have been a champion. It hit in 1982 with specs that made pretty much everything on the market, even the Atari 5200, look like crap. To be fair, the 5200 had similar capabilities, but Atari releasing ports of older arcade games like Breakout and Space Invaders did the system few favors in convincing the average Joe of that fact. On the other hand, ColecoVision came with the arcade smash hit Donkey Kong right in the box, and that game was still red hot at the time. Honestly, which would you rather buy, Super Breakout or Donkey Kong? Thought so. The icing on the cake was that the port looked and played authentically. As it turns out, Donkey Kong was only the beginning. Coleco had been releasing dedicated consoles and electronic games for years before deciding to throw their hat in the microprocessor console ring. Their mission was clear: build a console with power that dwarfed everything else on the market, and make it expandable so it wouldn't grow obsolete as quickly. There were a number of odd controllers and add-ons, but the two that were the most important were the Expansion Module 1 and the Atom computer. The first let you play Atari 2600 games on the ColecoVision, giving the console an even bigger edge over the 5200 day one, and leading to this incredibly ironic commercial where Atari bashes their own 2600 ports in order to try to sell the 5200.
If you think ColecoVision plays all Atari cartridges...
You mean it can't?
Here's Pac-Man on ColecoVision. But here's Pac-Man for the Atari 5200 Super System.
Now you're talking.
And it doesn't work on ColecoVision.
But won't their adapter?
It won't play Super System cartridges.
Not pole position?
Not this pole position.
Not centipede?
Not this centipede. Only on the Atari 5200 Super System.
But aren't they hard to find?
They're everywhere.
Everywhere?
Am I the only one that finds this hilarious? The second one we'll get to in a bit. Needless to say, it hit like a hurricane and quickly became the console of choice for arcade enthusiasts. Everything was in place for the ColecoVision to take the video game throne, but as fate would have it, that throne crumbled to ash moments before the console could take it. The great video game crash of 1983 began, and the ColecoVision was in a bad spot. Coleco was not a huge company like Warner or Mattel, so the losses piled up fast and hard. They thought their salvation would be the Atom computer, an add-on that would turn Coleco's console into a full computer, and a pretty badass one for that time. Problem was, Coleco screwed up. They shipped less than 20% of their promised units. The thing suffered from multiple technical problems, and it was fairly complicated to get running compared to the other computers of the day. All these conspired to make the Atom into a bomb for Coleco, and they abandoned both the console and the computer just before the NES resurrected the gaming market. The console runs around the $60 mark, so keep that in mind while shopping. While some games require the terrible ColecoVision controllers, most are playable with a Sega Genesis pad by some miracle, so that's the way to go. It uses the basic AV setup that most second and third generation consoles use, so this, and you're set. The AC adapter is unmistakably massive, but a pain to replace, so make sure you get a working one. Finally, this is a pretty reliable machine in my experience, so there isn't much to watch out for as far as breakage. The trackball controller is a behemoth of pure awesome for games that use it. There's also the aforementioned Expansion Module 1, which is godly and a huge space saver, instead of hooking up both a ColecoVision and a 2600. This is personally how I play my 2600 games, honestly. There's the steering wheel for games like Turbo, and then there's the stupid computer that no one wants anymore. And finally, there's the Super Action controllers, which really aren't all that much better than the original joysticks. Here's the thing, almost every major release on the console is an arcade port, or a port of some kind, so there's a better way to play just about everything here. Like I said, the console has great ports of arcade hits, and that's almost the entire library, so playing the arcade originals are preferable. Still, even with that said, the ColecoVision is a great space-saving console for someone who wants a 2600, along with the kick-ass games for the ColecoVision itself. So if you dig the pre-crash days, then this is probably the best possible option.